Hi, today we are talking about crystals. Crystals that can help you stay calm and centered when things and the world around you are crazy. So my name is Carla. Thank you for joining me. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever you're watching this, I'm glad that you are here. Today I am sharing crystal information and tips about crystals that I am using this week and then in the next few days. Here in the US, there is a lot going on. And as much as we try to stay centered and let it go and let it be, sometimes you just can't help having things kind of in your face. And I know that there's some things coming up in the next few days that are going to be triggering for me. And I can't totally avoid what is happening in the world. Nobody can. We're human. We're here. Our governments, our weather, things are crazy. And we all chose to come down here at this time. So we're learning our lessons. It is what it is. The past few months have been challenging for a lot of us. If you are here on this channel, you are kind-hearted and wanting to contribute to the world in a positive way. And it's really hard sometimes when we are hit in the face with stress and things. So I have a couple of crystals that are my favorites for dealing with stress, and I am loading up on them this weekend and through the next week. And what I'm trying to do with these crystals is just get ahead of my triggers. So the first crystal I want to talk about is Lepidolite. This one is one of my favorites. If you are stressed out, if you are in a challenging situation, Lepidolite has natural lithium in it. And lithium is a substance that they use when they do anti-anxiety medication. So it's something that's known to be very calming in science. So I like that. The first Lepidolite I got when I was starting to collect crystals a few years ago, I placed an order online. And I don't remember what it was I bought, but when it came to me, there was an extra little tumble in there. And it was, I love this guy, this little Lepidolite. And the note in there said, from the woman who sent me the crystals, I'm sending you this because you need it. And I was like, oh, great. Let me go look it up and figure out what that is. And she was right. I was in a challenging situation, and it's funny. And that incident has inspired me. When I sell crystals in my Etsy shop, I always include an extra little tumble. And I use my pendulum to help me select. And I don't put a message like that, hey, you need this. I just take what I have and send the best one. Anyway, just a little side note. That's my favorite part of selling crystals. But so I started with this little Lepidolite and kept it with me. This is one that I used to always keep in my bra. When I did that, I don't do that anymore. And that's a story for another time. Because once you lose one, you stop doing it. I have a couple other Lepidolites in my personal collection that I use. This sphere is really nice. It's a nice weight. I like to hold it when I meditate. I've been holding this guy a lot lately and staying close for the next few days. I have this little tower. You can see it's a little bit lighter color. And this one, actually, when I was going through my things this morning, I thought, maybe it's time to refresh my crystal grid by my bed and put a little Lepidolite in there. I have some little hearts, little pocket stones that are hearts, if you can see them. Super cute little guys. These are also a good size for a grid to put in your pocket. There's another kind of Lepidolite that actually has similar but a little bit different properties, and it's lilac Lepidolite. And here is an example of that. You can see this one has a lot more white in it. up close, it's really sparkly. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick up all the sparkle in it. Lilac lepidolite, we'll get to the properties in a little bit. And here's also some little tumbles. Now, any of these are good choices. If you want to pick up something, keep it in your pocket, hold it while you meditate, just as a touchstone to help you stay calm, centered, and grounded. So lepidolite, I already talked about the lithium in it. Let me tell you what the Book of Stones, my favorite book, has to say about lepidolite. And I'm just going to read a little passage because I think it's better that way. Lepidolite is most effective in calming frayed nerves, helping one to release stress and worry, and setting one on a path of willing acceptance. It's at its best when life is at its most challenging. When one is faced with angry people, financial woes, loss of a job or relationship, or the need to make major changes in a short time span. Lepidolite not only brings calm to stormy emotional seas, it also provides an energy of enlightened awareness that keeps one on the beam so one can handle the situation in the highest way. So I like that. And, you know, I always say use your own gut, use your own intuition. But I do find that when I hold lepidolite and work with lepidolite, it is calming for me. Now, I talked about lilac lepidolite. The Book of Stones actually has it listed as a separate mineral. And chemically, it's the same, same hardness, same properties. You find it in generally the same areas. But the lighter color gives it more of an attachment to the violet flame and connecting with divine energy. So it is a little bit different, a little softer, a little gentler. Lilac lepidolite enhances the feelings of peace, serenity, and love, making it ideal for releasing stress, calming frayed nerves, and simply letting go. This is a good one for grief and depression. But either choice, if it says lepidolite, it's going to be calming. It's going to be awesome. So knowing that I have things going on in the world that are stressing me out, I am really going to be leaning into my lepidolite over the next few days. The second stone that I want to talk about is howlite. And I have this little baby heart, just the cutest little baby heart that I carry in my pocket. And you know, you can also hold it in your hand. You can tuck it in however you like to hold your crystals. You can wrap it and wear it as a necklace. This is a really good size. Howlite is surprisingly not mentioned in the Book of Stones. But I do have my crystal Bible, and I'm going to read you a little bit about howlite from the crystal Bible. And this says, howlite teaches patience and helps eliminate rage and uncontrolled anger. A piece placed in the pocket absorbs your anger and any that is directed at you. It also helps overcome a tendency to be critical and selfish. So howlite reminds me of, I used to work with a wonderful lady, and she had a phrase that she used that makes me laugh. She would go out, say, I went to Subway, came back, there's something wrong with her sandwich, and she would say, I about had a hate flash on that lady. I about had a hate flash when I was driving. And so, not that we want to be ragey or anything like that, but you have those moments where you're just like triggered. And howlite makes me think of the anti-hate flash crystal, because it does have a way of calming and soothing and helping you manage those emotions and those triggers. And if you know you're going to be triggered, if you know you're heading into a tough meeting or a tough conversation with relatives, my little sphere wants to run away from me here. Let me just contain him. If you know that you're going to be in a situation like that, why not put on your crystal armor, grab some howlite, and use it as a touchstone to say, hey, I have the choice to react, to not react. I have control over my emotions and how I treat other people, and I can choose to see them differently. I can choose to see the situation differently, and howlite will help you with that. However you use it, here's a cute little cube. Here's another bigger little heart. Oops, had my little sticker on it. Howlite is such a pretty crystal, and there's so much to see in there with all of the different markings. Each piece is unique and different, as are all of we. But howlite is one that I'm using in combination with lepidolite this week to keep me calm and keep me grounded and keep my head in the game and be positive. No matter what's going on around me, no matter what is going on in the world, things are always going to be crazy. Sometimes things are extra crazy. It's important that I maintain my centeredness and my high vibration and my calm. And these are the two that I am using to help me this week. Now, another way that I like to use crystals is to wear them. I have lots of wrapped crystals that I like, but in particular, I know everybody likes these, most people like these little bracelets. So I have this one that I made that's howlite, and it has lava stones. So I'm going to drop some lavender essential oil on there with my howlite, keep it on my wrist. I can just breathe in that beautiful, relaxing energy. And I'm also going to wear this little one, which is little lepidolite stones and amethyst. A really good, fun combination. So these two on my wrist for the duration until I feel like I can control myself in the midst of whatever chaos is going on in the world. And I'm going to keep myself centered. So lepidolite, howlite, my recommendations for this week. I know that there are a lot of choices out there, and there are some stones that you connect with better than others or more easily than others. And there's never a bad choice. Rose quartz, amethyst, any stone that you are connected with that can help you. Smoky quartz can help transmute negative energy. Whatever works for you, use your own intuition, but use your intuition and get ahead of it. And if you know you're heading into a rocky time period or event or situation, grab some things and keep yourself stable. So in that vein, I also want to share with you my crystal friend. This is ocean jasper, and this is not one that I specifically grab for a reason. This is my crystal friend that just brings me comfort. It's a little heavy, but this is one that I actually sleep with quite often, and it's beautiful, calming blue. It's ocean jasper. And what I love about this crystal is when I sleep with it, and I will go to bed like this and wake up like this, and I will not move my hand, and it will be there. But this one absorbs my body heat in a way that other crystals don't. And other crystals like quartz that have a different composition to them, they do warm up in your hand. But this one, I woke up this morning and had it in my hand, and I went to my husband and I'm like, feel how warm he calls them my rocks, feel how warm my rock is. And I put it on his back. He's like, wow. But I love that. And I don't know why, rocks will absorb heat, and I kind of feel like this really strange symbiotic thing going on. He's helping me. We're sharing our energy. We're sharing our warmth. And it just makes me smile. It makes me smile so much. So if you have a favorite crystal, a favorite, whatever it is, whichever type of crystal it is, keep it close when you're feeling stressed, and understand that you are always connected to the divine, to the crystal energy, to crystal wisdom, and they're always here for you. They're here for you. So with that, I'm going to sign off this week. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you again next time. Bye.